to my channel. My name's Becca and today is the 31st of December 2020, which makes it New Year's Eve, and in this video I'm going to tell you about my goals for 2021. I'm not going to review 2020 at all. I think whatever your goals may have been at the beginning of the year didn't pan out as any of us expected. It wasn't a great year for a lot of us, and I certainly don't want to do any reviews of the year at all. I would just like to move forward and focus on what I can achieve in 2021. So I have four main goals for the year, broken down into smaller categories and working on how I'm going to achieve them goals. So the first is getting healthier. I know this will be a very common news resolution for a lot of people and a common focus going into the new year, and it has been mine over the years. I'm overweight, I'm a heavy smoker, and over the years I have had a resolution for New Year's Day. I'm going to eat better, give up smoking, whichever one it's been, sometimes both. And like most, end of January I'm falling off the wagon, or up and down throughout the year keep trying to achieve it. This year it's becoming more and more important for me that and I really have to do something about it this year. I have high cholesterol due to a hereditary problem which is called familial hypercholesterolemia. Hereditary high cholesterol. I store cholesterol. You may have noticed I have these things under my eyes, and that is a side effect of the problem, but my cholesterol levels are so high I now need to do something about it, which smoking comes into that as well. Can't just try and eat healthier to get your cholesterol down if you're a smoker. I'm not going to say I'm going to give up smoking 1st of January and that's that. I'm going to work on introducing better eating, more exercise, reducing smoking before I completely cut down. I don't want to overload myself from day one and fail on all of them. So I'm going to work on introducing better habits slowly, because I need to make this a lifelong choice, not just for Christmas. And the other thing is my as far as health's concerned, I also have high blood pressure. I have a lot of coffee throughout the day, every day. For anyone who doesn't know, I used to have my own coffee bar along with my own coffee bean range, so I am the queen of coffee. I've got to give it up, and that is one thing I am going to give up from tomorrow. I'm going to have a coffee in the morning and make that my last one, and then I'm going to try from the 2nd of January not have one at all. I'm probably going to suffer, because I know I do. When I don't have coffee, I do get quite a few days with a headache, but I have to cut it out of my daily routine and diet for my blood pressure's sake. So that was one, getting healthier. Number two is communicating with confidence. I struggle communicating not necessarily clearly, but to get people to understand me. I miss bits out. I assume that you can fill in the gaps. So I want to work on this. The YouTube videos are going to be a big part of this, so I'm going to try to include I was doing in November sort of vlogs where I do a little bit of an update in the morning, telling you what my plans are for the day, and at the end of the day telling you whether or not I've done them. I'm going to make sure I continue that, because I need to get better at communicating and talking to people. I've lost a lot of confidence over the last 5 years since the coffee bar did close. I used to be out at different markets and festivals and events with the coffee bar all the time. I don't socialise like I used to, so I need to get back into the habit of that. And there is something else which is going to help with this, which is another part of the of my other goals, which I'll tell you about in a moment. But communicating with confidence, so I want to keep practicing this. It comes back with keep doing it. So I'm going to do YouTube videos and just try and be more social. When lockdown is lifted again, I'm going to try and make sure I get out and see people much more. Just get my confidence back, and get my communication skills back to what they were. So that was number 2, communicating with confidence. And then number 3 and 4 are the 2 business aspects to my life, which, as you know, I sell online with eBay, Etsy. I have a website and a Facebook shop and an Instagram shop with a view for them to be selling jewellery. So I've split this into 2. One is jewellery and the other is mosaics. Now, my eBay journey, I have gone from selling computer parts to clothing to whatever else I can find to, in the last year, jewellery. And I want to get rid of anything that isn't jewellery related. I want to focus on just jewellery. And I want to be able to be making enough money from just the jewellery to cover the household bills, because with the mosaics only came about as a hobby, so I didn't work as hard online, but I've turned it into a business. Now I do want this to continue, and I do find myself wanting to just go all out and do just mosaics all day. I either want to make them, I want to market them, I want to set websites up, I want to do mosaics all the time. This isn't plausible straight away. It's going to take time to set up. So I need the jewellery to pay all the bills, while any money I make from mosaics to be just pumped back in for at least a year. I've got a few plans in place for the first couple of months how I want to do that. For example, the jewellery, I'm planning on making sure I list at least 200 items per month of jewellery, and when lockdown has lifted, I would like to get into a monthly market, fair or flea market or something, with the lower price jewellery to bump up the sales a bit. And again, that makes me go out and socialise and communicate with people more. So the jewellery that will be listed gets listed onto the website, and then that automatically puts it onto Facebook, Instagram and eBay, and then any vintage stuff will go on to Etsy. And then with the mosaics, I'm planning on making 12 of my stock stepping stones a month and 40 small makes a month. This might be just for the first couple of months. I might have to adjust that as I go through the months. And again, I really want to get the mosaics out there to markets, to festivals, to craft fairs. I think when they're in front of people, they will sell. But I don't know how doable it is to scale that up while I'm still doing the jewellery. So I'm going to have to balance that as the year goes on. But and I have a website for the mosaics, but I haven't brought the domain for it, so it's not a memorable website, and it's just got a page that is linked to Etsy. But I would like the mosaics to have its own website. It's not making enough to do that just yet. But with the jewellery paying the bills, I should be able to make the mosaics. I should be able to just keep churning money back into that to scale it up. So I think that was all of my goals. They are getting healthier, communicating with confidence, jewellery. I mean, the main goal for the jewellery is getting it turning over enough to pay the bills within such a short amount of time as well. I don't want to be putting all my working day into the jewellery. I want to be able to just put a few hours in each day, listing and packing, and then maybe once a month going out to a flea market, and then that making enough to live on, with the rest of my time being dedicated to anything mosaic related, whether it's making it or out there at events trying to sell it or just marketing online. And I want to be happier, calm and more focused going into the new year. I think that's what a lot of us want every year, but I've got a good system in place. I have made, for just January, these are really just January goals, but I've made a chart which is for mosaics. So my intention is to make 12 stepping stones, and my goal is to just sell 4 of them. If I can sell 4 stepping stones this month, I'll be happy. And then the 40 small makes, with a goal, I think 3, 6, 9, 12, with a goal of just selling 12 of them, and they're all going to be Valentine's Day things. So that's January's goals a bit more nailed down. I've also got a jewellery one. So I want to list 200 items of jewellery and sell 40. So that's January. This will need reviewing at the end of the month to see if it will work. And this one is a social media schedule I've made for myself. So the jewellery and the mosaics, I want to get as many posts as I can done throughout the month to keep momentum going with both of them. So they are my goals for 2021. I'm going to try my hardest to keep on top of them, but if they fluctuate throughout the year, it doesn't matter, as long as I keep reviewing them and staying focused as to what it is I want. If it changes, it changes, but as long as I know what it changes to. I would love to hear about all of your 2021 goals. I hope you all have a lovely New Year's Eve, even though it's probably going to be spent at home, and an amazing 2021. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon so when I do bring another video out, you'll be notified next time. As I said, I'll be bringing hopefully weekday little mini vlogs of just updates of how my day's gone, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye bye.